Have you ever felt like this? A tangled mess, yet it still sparkles. Well, I know I have, but with every twist, every path change, every pivot, I now know that Spirit was taking me on an adventure that my higher self agreed to, that has created so much beauty, so much wealth, magnetism, and change and happiness than I ever thought possible. So today, let's unravel this together and see what Spirit has for you. Nothing was random. It was all divinely orchestrated for your highest good. Today, we're going to reframe the past. We're going to look through the lens of the past being brighter, so the future is bigger. We're going to talk about and reveal how Spirit is always guiding you so you can have more faith and trust in what is to come, especially when it's so unknown. And of course, I'm going to guide you through a very powerful activation where you're going to go deep into your timelines so you can collapse those timelines and quantum leap like never before. So make sure you stick around because we're going to do that at the end. Get ready for the aha. Get ready to turn up your faith. Get ready to rock your own world. Well done for being here today. This is going to be so worth your time. I used to think that my path was chaotic. I've been called avant-garde. I've been called eccentric, crazy, woo-woo, witchy, weird. And honestly, I used to beat myself up for being a little bit different. I tried really hard to fit in, but I always had this urge to keep growing, to keep shifting. And although I was a hairdresser for nearly 20 years and I loved it, I was always changing towns that I lived in. I was always wanting to go into competitions, to learn different things. I was always wanting to stretch the edges. And when it came to changing careers, a lot of shadows came up. And this will happen, right? So we'll go into our 30s, our 40s, our 50s, and we'll want to pivot and change, try something new, meet new people, move towns or countries, and the shadows come in. And although I did not have the support from everyone around me, I even had professionals telling me, do not quit hairdressing. Do not change and go into a different career. You are literally making the biggest mistake. What I did is I had to trust in myself. Those people got fired. Okay? So it's the same with friends. If you're not in my lane, if you're not supportive, you're literally in a different paradigm. And I'm not in there with you. It takes a lot of courage, which means walking with fear, stretching your limits, to actually take big, bold changes in your reality. And at the end of the day, you and Spirit have got your own back. So we're going to unravel some of this today. So whatever it is that you are really wanting to do, where you're being called, where Spirit is giving you those golden breadcrumbs, giving you the keys to unlock doors, paradigms, gifts, you're going to be able to walk through. We're going to do an activation that is going to be so transformational for you. I cannot wait to see how you feel afterwards. Before we do, I have to tell you one of the biggest shadows that I had, and the bigger the change, the bigger the shadow, okay? Because we're doing these leaps of faith, if you will. Okay, so one day at 4:44 a.m. in the morning, I woke up and I'd had a download. Magnificent Mediumship. A program to teach everything I know, all the skills, all the remembrance, all the codes and the channels and the light language and the talking to spirits, had dropped in and how to do it. I got up out of bed. My whole family was asleep, obviously, because it's like basically the middle of the night, and I start writing it out. My husband wakes up and I was like, the mediumship program dropped in. I knew it was coming. I'd feel it coming for years. But I'd had so much doubt. Who was I to think I could do this? I'd only been like channeling for like a year. Not like someone who'd been doing it for 50 years, right? So I had a lot of mistaken beliefs of what it meant to be able to do a program, to be a teacher, to be a guide. But all of the dots had literally connected. And when it was 444 and I wrote it all down, I went and told my coach, and she's like, well, it's about time, right? So I did have supportive people in my world, as well as people who were like, you're crazy. Don't give up the hairdressing. Okay. So the timeline aligned with what it is that I was a vibrational match to. However, you can be a vibrational match to something great and magnificent and amazing, and the shadows, the mind, the people, the influences, you are who you hang out with, they come in and they start to taint. So this is what I want to tell you, because you are a magnificence. You are a channel, you are a guide, you are a spirit, and you are here to live your soul's mission. You're here to live on purpose. And honestly, a few years later, I have never looked back. I have done magnificent mediumship truly over a dozen times. We're on our 15th round coming up now, and it just gets better and better. The channel gets more advanced and more advanced. And I'm here going, I'm no longer a hairdresser. I'm living my mission. I'm living my purpose, and I'm doing it with so much ease and space. Now, don't get me wrong. I didn't hate my old career. I loved it, but we are here to evolve, and we've got to be brave enough to pivot and shift and change. And we can't be sitting there waiting for the bravery or waiting for the courage. Courage is created while we're walking with the fear, okay? It's not about being so easy and breezy. It's about having a challenge, taking that challenge and going, I can do this. I am activated. I am brave. I'm curious what that is for you. We're going to get into the activation in a minute, but I am curious, what is something that you've always wanted to do? Now, I've got clients that are going to nurse school after having children, and they do magnificent mediumship because they want to bring energy into, the practice that they're doing, whether it's being a nurse, a school teacher. I've got accountants and lawyers. I've got counselors, psychologists, and authors and coaches that do my program Magnificent Mediumship because they want to bring the energy and they want to bring the channel into all that they're doing. What is the thing that you love to do? What kind of difference do you want to make in the world? And what is the thing that scares you? Now, being brought up Catholic, I was like, what do you mean I'm interested in spirituality? What do you mean I'm going to be channeling? Oh no, what do you mean light language is coming through? How am I going to tell my mum this? Like my sisters, my best friends, oh no. The other day, I went to a ceremony and a school friend said to me, when I saw your stuff on social media, I was like, huh? Wasn't she a good Catholic girl? Didn't she go to church? And we'd laughed so hard because she was brought up Jehovah's Witness. I was brought up Catholic, and here we are. And I'm doing an entity clearing on her, doing some light language and facilitating a cacao ceremony and prayer with her. We thought it was hilarious because we shifted so much. We changed so much. That takes courage. That takes bravery. And it doesn't take just sitting there and waiting for the world to happen for you. So let's get into this meditation. It's going to be very activating. Okay, so go find a space, a place where you will be not disturbed, where you're nice and warm, where you can be relaxed for the next few minutes. When you are ready, closing your eyes, making sure you're somewhere nice and comfortable, lying down or sitting back and having your back supported. Breathing in deeply, filling up your belly. Breathing down and out into relaxation. Just letting your body relax down deeper, deeper, deeper. Another nice deep breath as you breathe in, fill up your belly. Hold at the top. And when you're ready, breathing down and out into relaxation. Feeling the space underneath your body holding you as your body gets heavier and heavier. Beautiful. Relaxing from the top of your head all the way down to your toes. And breathing in beautiful warm light into any areas that feel stuck, stagnant, sore. Or anywhere maybe you're feeling emotional, or maybe you've got any worries, any mindset stuff. Just caress the breath. Every time you inhale, caress whatever needs to be caressed. And breathing out any stress or tension. Breathing in love and light. Breathing out any stress and tension. Beautiful. That's it. Visualizing a golden thread coming from the cosmos all the way down through the top of your head, all the way down your body through the central column, all the way down through your legs into the earth, right down into the earth, into the center of the earth, wrapping around your most favorite crystal, anchoring down, allowing yourself to be deeply anchored and grounded into your human. I invite you now to come into your very own inner matrix. Now you might visualize that you're in a room of your very own making. Maybe it's the room that you're in now, or maybe it's another room, a room within your greatest imagination. Put yourself into a room now. It might be white, maybe it's another color. Decorate that room now. This is your room. Make it whatever you choose it to be. Maybe the room is a forest or a beach. Maybe the room is a beautiful space from childhood, like your childhood lounge. Maybe you're on a field of green grass. Or maybe you're floating in the ocean, using your greatest imagination, allowing yourself to be in a space and a place that makes you feel so happy and content. You are safe, guided and loved, and you are anchored into the earth, into your human. I invite you to notice there is a door to your left or a door to your right. And behind this door is your Akashic records, the records of your childhood. The records of your past lives. The records of every moment passing by right now, being recorded for your highest good. The records of your future potentials. Many, many potentials. Your destiny is not one stop. There is many potentials of your destiny. Depending on the path that you are choosing with your free will. Free will. You have free will. Go to the door to your left or to your right, or maybe it's in front of you. Notice the color of the door. Is it golden? Is it wooden? Is it large? Is it small? What color is the door? What color and style is the door handle? We're going to step into your inner sacred matrix, where your soul service is a space, an energy, where you get to stop time and be in stillness, be in oneness, and receive any codes through your very own soul streams. This is a space you get to connect and speak to your higher self, your guides, your angels, and your spirit teams. Open the door when you are ready, and you will notice there is a bright light on the other side. I invite you now to step into the space of your inner sacred matrix. In this space of consciousness, there is so much space. You may see colors or words. You may say guides or ancestors. You may see versions of yourself, different ages and stages, or maybe some memories come through. This expanded space is that of your consciousness and purity. Allow yourself to receive any information from the highest vibrations and frequencies of the true white light. What desires to come through? What vibration is your frequency a match to? You can ask Spirit, where are you guiding me to? I am willing to receive through my vessel any information I require to know. I am willing to receive. Every part of your experience, from past lives to your childhood experiences, conditioning, from now and in the future, is all in this inner sacred space matrix. Collapsing of the timelines and seeing any experiences that have really super influenced your human life, and maybe seeing them, whatever wants to come forward, knowing that you're safe, you're guided, you're loved, and you're protected. Anything that wants to come forward to be rectified, seen. If you have any questions for your guides, seeing from an expanded viewpoint, from a different perspective, from a higher consciousness, why this has happened in this way for the highest good of your mission. You can allow yourself to speed up and ask Spirit to slow down. You receive faster than you even know. In this space, it is beyond the mind, it is transcended beyond the body. Maybe there was a moment that you almost gave up. Maybe it's a day you met someone who changed everything. Maybe a relationship ended or a rejection happened that influenced your life or broke your heart. All of this happened for you, not to you. See the truth now through the eyes of the true white light of your higher self, the experience of this inner sacred matrix, your soul streams. No judgment, just awareness. Let all feelings arise. And when you are ready, you can say out loud, I reclaim my story. I understand the assignment. I am ready for my next evolution. Please acknowledge that this will all land for you in divine timing. It will keep unfolding as the days go on. I invite you now to go back to the door. Back to the door that you came through, back into your very own inner matrix, the room of your creation. Once you have come back through the door, shut the door behind you and notice that you have a body. Coming back to your body, noticing the space behind your eyelids, noticing what you see behind those eyelids, noticing what you can taste in your mouth, noticing what you can smell, noticing my voice and the sounds beyond my voice, noticing any information or feelings, any memories that have popped up during this activation. Bringing your attention back to your breath as you breathe into your belly, noticing the temperature of the breath, and as you exhale, the warmth as you breathe out. We are collaborating to your new frequency. I invite you now to wriggle your fingers, wriggle your toes, bring all of your energy and attention back into your body, and when you are ready, blinking your eyes open. Coming back into your body from wherever you have drifted. Taking your time and coming back. Coming back. Coming back. Hello and welcome back. That was quite deep. We did some transcendence beyond the body. This is a meditation you can do more than once. In fact, I encourage it to get skilled at going into these spaces, going beyond the mind. We were able to access a different timeline, or maybe many different timelines, and something might have come up for you. This is quite a biggie. So if you stuck with it, well done. Now, this can really start to open up different timelines for you. And I know when I was kind of waking up, if you will, I had my big bang kind of awakening, and I realized that things had to change. I realized that I wanted to shift the way I was perceiving and the rules and regulations I'd put on myself to make all of this wrong, instead of realizing I was actually a beautiful creation. And it was meant to be a bit messy and colorful and creative. It's really important that you be gentle with yourself as we put the dots together, and like I said before, the path ahead is still being weaved. And when we aren't patient, when we want the answers now, we're literally missing the beauty of the creations as we explore. When we look back at the path that we've just been on, I can see why friendships shifted and changed, why I had changes that were so profound and confusing, but now I can say, oh my goodness, thank goodness I listened to that nudge. Thank goodness I followed those breadcrumbs. Thank goodness I was brave enough. I walked with fear, which is courage. I built confidence by doing repetition, working on skill sets, and doing it again and again and again. Having my own back. Does that mean the shadows go away? No. Does that mean it's okay for anyone that's hurt us or for things that we have done? No. It doesn't justify. But when we can look at things from an expanded viewpoint, sometimes we can see that things were happening for us, not to us. When we expand that viewpoint, that lens, and we come from a perspective of higher self, going into that inner sacred matrix, we actually notice that we're on the right path. We always have been. It wasn't a tangled mess. When I was told not to quit the hairdressing, when I was told to do this and do that and do this, and no one understood what I was doing, diving into the spiritual kind of like evolution, they thought I had lost my mind. They thought it was a breakdown, not a breakthrough. And there was times I thought that too. But now I'm realizing, wow, life by my design means I get to follow those nudges, and so do you. And when we can actually allow ourselves to step in and be strong and powerful and know that a shadow is just a shadow. It's usually resistance. Fear is my go button. And I used to teach love and fear don't exist. And I've totally changed that and gone, love and fear are besties, as long as they know their roles, right? So love is a universal truth, I believe. I believe it's the only universal truth because everyone's got different belief systems. But fear, if we got rid of fear, then how the heck would we be able to discern or stay safe or stay alive? It's a natural instinct that our divine human has. And that's why we have gut instincts. That's why we get all sorts of sensory kind of feelings, because we are being guided always. This is how we put the dots together, by looking back to the path that we've been on, and that gives us the proof and the evidence that the path ahead, where we're going for our future self, is going to be bigger and brighter once we realize the past was working for us. So, how has this landed for you? What came through for you? I'd love to hear in the chat. Let me know. Make sure you spend some time journaling, taking note of what came through for you. This is very powerful, and there was a light language codex through that channel. There was also some holy Reiki fire if you so choose to receive that. These activations have a codex. They keep opening and they keep working for you. So do it as many times as you want, but know that even just this one time is going to keep working for you. You were never lost. You were always being prepared for your soul's mission, which is so much larger than you'll ever be able to conceive with your mind. You're not broken. You're not confused. You're not a little mess. You're actually perfectly on time. And all of these dots, they are literally guiding you to this beautiful picture of your soul's evolution, even if it doesn't feel like it sometimes. If something lit up inside you, if something stirred, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share this video if you think somebody else would enjoy it. We've got so much more for you to come and already on this channel. And if you're being called to be brave, to take action, to take that next step, and if you're feeling a bit stretched and you want to stretch a little bit more, magnificent mediumship is waiting for you. Look below in the description. Come and play in the website. Come and see how you can work with me. If you feel like I am your next mentor, I'm available for you to see what we can create together. But for now, enjoy these YouTube videos. If this is enough for you, then I'm so grateful, I'm so happy, and I'd love to hear how your experience has been. You are magic. You are spirit and soul and human living this beautiful manifested life. Everything you manifest, good and bad, powerful, or even like challenging, is because of the choices that we are making. I believe that you're the strongest entity in your reality. I believe you can create what you want to create. And this is how I've created my life. So I'm like, what is next? What am I brave enough to step into? And what am I willing to do? And how am I going to allow myself to take these steps? The thing is, you're not alone. Okay, you have got a whole team of spirit guides. You've got humans around you. There is resources galore. This is a great time to be alive. How are you going to make that count? Okay, guys, enjoy the rest of the videos on this YouTube series, and of course on all of the videos that we have here. Make sure you come and see me on social media, and I will see you next time. Until then, namaste.